Hey everybody, welcome back to Suavecito Vintage Drums. Today we're going to talk about the Ludwig Acrolite. So the Ludwig Acrolite was first released in the early 60s, maybe somewhere between 60 and 62. I'm not exactly sure when. And they were, from what I understand, sent out to dealers so that they could kind of like take a look at them and maybe have people play them and see what people thought. But they weren't very good. And I'll tell you why. First off, they had an aluminum shell like this one does. In fact, the color on them is identical to this one, kind of like that burnished aluminum. Satin, I guess you could call it as well. The hoops were aluminum. And I don't know if you guys have realized, but, you know, these, which are chrome over steel, you know, they get bent from you hitting them with the sticks or falling. Now imagine aluminum hoops, they just would be absolutely terrible. Other than that, they're pretty identical to these. They had the baseball bat muffler. They had the Keystone badge. They had the P83 throw-off. But once again, the hoops and the shell were aluminum. The design on the shell is a little crinkle in texture. So that's how you can easily tell them apart. That being said, this one is from 1967. I'll tell you about these. These have been made since, like I said, from the start of about like 1960 or 62, all throughout present day. Right now, these are selling brand new for $500 for the 5x14, and the 6.5x14 you can get brand new from Ludwig for $550. I think they're great drums, but man, I'd rather buy a used one and save a couple $100. I don't know about you. This one I picked up for, I think it was about $275 on shopgoodwill.com about maybe 3 years ago. And it was in fantastic shape. It even came with one of those really cool old school like luggage looking cases. Okay. So that being said, let me tell you about this one. We'll keep it short so you guys can move on with your day. This one is, like I said, from about 1967. It will have your Keystone badge. Once again, it's going to have your bow tie lugs or your classic lugs. Same thing, just different name. And they are from, these first came out in 1947, and they kept using them. And like I said, if you were to buy a new one today, it would have the same lugs. It does have the baseball bat muffler that you see right here, with the white top on the muffler itself, the white felt. I will show that to you here in a second. These also have the chrome over steel hoops. Up until 1964, they would have had the chrome over brass, but from about 65 on, you got the chrome over steel. You can, once again, you can tell it is a original Ludwig hoop by the gates with the rounded corners. They're not squared off. These are fantastic. They started life as student snares. They were using the same shell as they were for the Superphonic. They were just saving money by using a cheaper lug and two less lugs in comparison to the Super, which is a 5x14. This is a 5x8. That allowed them to sell it for a little bit cheaper. And like everything else, it developed a huge cult following. And now they're everywhere. You can find them, you know, at every like Guitar Center. You could find them at Shop Goodwill. You can find them at Reverb, eBay. And depending on the era that you get them, the paint will be a little bit different. They'll be like darker. They'll be crinkle cut. Then you have the one that's, they call it like it's got like a Black Galaxy. I can't remember off the top of my head what they call it. That came out, I believe, in the 90s with the black and white badge that said off to the side on the badge, it would say USA. These drums are awesome. It does have the butt plate, the P32. Once again, the L and the G will not touch if it's the correct era one. It does not have the... Oh, it does. I'm sorry. It does have the correct and vintage snare wires. So this drum is in fantastic shape. I dig it. I don't use it very much right now because I'm playing a Leedy and Ludwig for a while. But this is a great drum. Other than that, guys, if you get a chance, make sure get it used, man. You'll save a ton of money. You'll love it. They'll go up in value. They're collector's editions. And they're some of the most recorded drums in the world. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for sticking around. You guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July weekend. And get out and drum, man. And please, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, please. And let people know about my tiny little channel, it would be a huge help. You guys have a great one.